Okay, so I know I'm really, really late and I'm really sorry. I had just a jam-packed weekend, so Sunday I was just dead and I couldn't record. It's already Wednesday, so kind of forgetting what I did last week already. That's kind of bad. But anyway, Monday I actually woke up with a stomach ache. Like, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I just woke up and I felt like my innards were trying to kill me. And that lasted until Tuesday. And then Wednesday, I woke up and my throat was hurting. So I ended up having to go to the doctor on Thursday. But I got meds and everything was fine. It was like 5 pills 3 times a day. Like, Koreans, like, when they give you medicine, I mean, like, they give you medicine. And it's like a whole lot of it. But anyway, Monday was the first time I taught without a co-teacher. And it went well. There was one boy, like, he doesn't, like, he's not, like, meaning to be disruptive, he just talks, and, like, he had, like, this vendetta against this one kid today, or on Monday, and he, like, wrote, like, this little note, like, time to die, and I was like, so that made me mad. So he got in trouble, and he was kind of influencing some of the boys in the back, but, and including one of my favorites, which really made me sad, because I told him they couldn't play the game at the end, and my favorite just sat down and, like, cried, and he was the only one that cried, and so I was like, of course, my favorite would be the one that would cry. And then Taekwondo, we actually went up and, like, jogged up a mountain. Jog, walk, get a van ride, something like that. But it was fun, and it was really cool, like, seeing, like, my town, like, from on top of the mountain. And that was the only time I went to Taekwondo that week, because I had been so sick. Went for a run afterwards, and it's getting a lot easier. Like, my friend and I are doing this 10K challenge, like, so at the end we'll be able to run 10K, and it's getting easier. Like, it's kind of hard, but it's getting easier, so that's good. Tuesday, my stomach felt a little bit better, and when I get to school, there's usually about 10 minutes left of class, and so I was watching the 5th grade teacher teach, and they were learning about food, and they were like, ice cream, and they were like, ah, and then Coke, ah, and then cookies, ah, like just getting louder and louder, and then it was like vegetables, and they were like, oh, like they were like they were getting, like, really built up, and then it was like vegetables, and it was, oh, okay. Yeah, taught adults about sickness this past week, and it was kind of funny timing, because I have written down in my spiral, like, all the topics that I want to touch on while I'm teaching the adults, and it just happened to be this week with sickness, so it was just kind of funny timing how that worked out. I think there's a couple possibilities on how I got sick. One of my friends was sick, and I saw her, so that could have got me sick, and then there was also a 3rd grader came up to me and was like, oh, teacher, open mouth. And it was like this little spray candy. And so I was like, okay. And it sprayed in my mouth, and it was so nasty, and it was like warm and just gross. And then she was like, oh, good. And then, like, licked it right in front of me. And I was like, awesome, not doing that again. Yeah. And then my 3rd graders, I love my 3rd graders to death, but they drive me crazy. But sometimes, like this one time, they're actually kind of cute. So we were learning, like, family, like mother, father, brother, sister, baby, all that stuff. And so I was like, okay, show me mother, show me, and then we're doing, like, describing words, like thin, fat, and so they're like, I was like, show me thin, and so, like, they all, like, stood up and acted like they were sucking in, and I was like, show me fat, and they were all, like, you know, like, blowing their cheeks out, and I was like, show me father, and some of them were like, oh, father, father, father. And then some of them, like, saw the male co-teacher, and they're like, oh, father, father. And we're like, okay, yeah, man. And then I was like, show me mother. And then they pointed to me, and we're like, oh, mother, mother, mother. And they were like, mother, father, ah. And we were like, no, no, no. And they were, like, trying to tell us that we should be a couple. And no. Wednesday and Thursday were just kind of sucked just because I was sick. So I really didn't do much. And then Friday, I didn't do much. I did something Wednesday. Oh, we had the 5th grade teachers all went out for coffee. So that was nice. We were just sitting there and talked. And then Thursday I went to the doctor. Friday, nothing really happened at school. One of my 6th graders, I've been playing apples to apples with my 6th graders just to teach them vocabulary. And one of the green cards was cuddly. And this girl laid down funeral. And I was just thinking, funeral? I was like, she must have not understood. And she goes, it's because dead people look so comfortable. And she goes, I wonder what it feels like to be dead. Not in like a sadistic, like, sad way, just, they're in their coffin, they look really comfortable, whatever. So that was interesting. Yeah, and then Friday night, I went to Hamilton and just hung out with a lot of the foreigners. And then Saturday, I got up. Thursday morning, I did do a language exchange with a Korean. So, like, he taught me Korean and I taught him a little bit of English. So I have learned all the Korean consonants. I'm still working on the vowels, but that's half the battle right there. So that's nice. And then Saturday, I went back out with foreigners. And I did go to the beach. I went to the beach for a little bit on Saturday, and then I came back and I went to dinner with a friend, and some people called us and they were like, hey, come over to Garden Beer and we'll just all have a drink. And so I went over there and we were just sitting there talking, and I was ready to go home, but my friend was like, no, come to this other place with us and then go home. So I went to the other place, and it's just one of those times that Korea just sucks you in and you just can't fight it. They're like, okay, let's all go to Noraebang. And so it's 3:30 in the morning, and we're just getting to Noraebang, which is like this karaoke singing room. And so we did that for 2 hours. I didn't realize it had been that long. And I walk outside, it's daylight, and there are roosters crowing. I literally stayed up until sunlight. Like, it was crazy. And I ended up not getting home until like 6. And then I had to catch a train, or a bus at, when was it, 10:30. I had to catch a bus at 10:30. So I ended up showering, going to sleep for about 2 hours, and then getting up, eating breakfast, and going to catch the bus to go to Daejeon to meet a couple of friends for lunch, and then we kind of just walked around Daejeon and figured all that out. So yeah, it was a very eventful weekend, and you can tell why I was so tired and couldn't do my blog, considering I got 2 hours of sleep between the hours of 8 a.m. Saturday morning and 10 p.m. Sunday night. Yeah, and then so Daejeon was fun. We went and we got Crazy Burger and then just walked around. I got to use my T-Money card, so that was fun. And then when I got back, a couple friends called and said they wanted to go to dinner, so I went to dinner Sunday night, and by the time I got home, I was just dead. Yeah. So anyway, that has been my week. I hope y'all enjoy. Oh, and just so y'all know, I haven't decided to extend, so I will be staying in Korea until next February, but I will be coming home for 2.5 weeks. And I'll be getting home July 18th at like 10 o'clock at night, and I'll be staying until August 3rd or 4th. So anyway, if you would like to get together at that time, please let me know. I'm going to be spending a week with my grandma, and then a week in Irving in the DFW area. So anyway, I love all y'all back home, and I miss y'all, and sorry this is late. Alright, bye.
Hey, do you know about the girls' world? What? It's just like